The cut page in DaVinci Resolve provides a simplified interface for fast editing. You'll learn all about it in this video. The cut page features an interface and specialized commands designed to get things done quickly. The interface consists of the viewer, media pool, timeline, and audio meter. The media pool, viewer, and timeline panels are resizable. The media pool contains all the media used in a project: video, audio, graphics, and stills. The media can be organized into bins to make things easier to find. Bins function like folders in your computer's file system. The bin list drop-down menu in the upper left can be used to open a bin and to create one. This will be covered in more detail later. Each piece of media you import into the media pool appears as a separate clip. These clips can be displayed in different ways using the 4 buttons in the upper right of the media pool. The first button, Metadata View, displays each clip in card format with metadata information and a scrubbable thumbnail. In Thumbnail View, each clip is displayed as a thumbnail. The thumbnail can be scrubbed, and clicking the tiny symbol in its lower right will display its metadata. In Film Strip View, each clip appears as a film strip with multiple frames. Moving the mouse over the strip plays or scrubs through the clip. List View displays each clip in list format, with its metadata arranged into columns. Clicking a column will sort the clips by the information in that column, and clicking again will reverse the sort order. Regardless of view format, the Sort drop-down in the upper right of the media pool can be used to sort the clips by various criteria to help you locate clips more quickly. The viewer displays clips in the media pool or timeline. It has 4 modes of operation. The 4 buttons in the upper left serve to both show and set the current mode. Some modes are set automatically depending on your actions. Double-clicking any clip in the media pool will display it in the viewer as a source clip. A source clip is a clip in the media pool. If the viewer is already in source clip mode, simply clicking a clip will display it in the viewer. The Source Tape button will display all the clips in the media pool consecutively in the current bin and all sub-bins based on the current sort order. The playhead at the bottom of the viewer can be used to scrub through all the clips. Pressing the Timeline button or clicking anywhere in the timeline switches the viewer into timeline mode, which displays the edited clips in the timeline. The Multi-Source button will display all synced clips in the viewer. To quickly switch the viewer between timeline and media pool and vice versa, press the Q key on your keyboard. Underneath the viewer are several controls for playing and adding editing effects to clips. Many of these controls are only available when the viewer is in timeline mode. Pressing the Tools button reveals a variety of controls for common editing operations and effects that can be carried out in the viewer without using the inspector. There's a button for applying transforms, all these controls have a reset button on the far right, one for cropping the image, another for adding dynamic zoom. It even has buttons for easing. One for setting composite mode and opacity. Note that composite mode only works if there's a clip underneath the current one in the timeline. A button for changing clip speed. You can also add speed points. A button for shot stabilization. One for lens correction. Another for automatic color adjustment, one for setting the audio level of the current clip, and an effect overlay button for editing any fusion effects that may be present. The voiceover button lets you record a voiceover right in the cut page. Enabling it reveals a new toolbar. Everything here is pretty self-explanatory. The next 2 buttons have to do with selecting and modifying points of interest. These are designed to work with the DaVinci Resolve Replay Editor, which is a hardware control panel. Next is the Fast Review button for playing through clips quickly. Playback speed varies depending on the length of the clip. Long ones play faster, and short ones play closer to normal speed. The jog control buttons let you play or scrub through a clip, backward or forward. Then there's the standard transport controls for navigating the current clip or timeline, a loop playback button, 2 buttons for setting in and out points, and a playhead timecode indicating where you are in a clip or timeline. To the right of the viewer is the audio meter. Use the speaker icon at the top to mute and unmute audio. The timeline consists of an upper and lower timeline. The upper timeline displays all the clips in the timeline in their entirety. It's great for quickly navigating the different parts of the timeline and letting you see at a glance where you are relative to the rest of the timeline. Its playhead is free, meaning you can grab it and move it around. You can also carry out most editing functions in this timeline. Clips from the lower timeline can be dragged to the upper timeline and vice versa. The lower timeline is a zoomed-in portion of the upper timeline at the playhead position. The zoom level is fixed and cannot be altered. This timeline is designed for more detailed editing. Its playhead is fixed, meaning you cannot move it, but the timeline beneath it can be moved. The timeline toolbar has 3 buttons or icons that provide access to various functions and actions. The timeline options menu contains items that affect the entire timeline. The fixed playhead option can be toggled off to free the playhead in the lower timeline. The Timeline Actions menu has items for adding and deleting tracks, splitting clips, adding markers, and other actions that affect the whole timeline. The Edit Actions menu is used to adjust clips on the timeline. The track header controls allow you to enlarge or collapse a track, lock it to prevent changes, mute its audio, and disable or enable its video. Clicking anywhere in the track header sets the current track selection, which controls where certain editing operations occur. Track 1 is intended as the primary video and audio track, what's called the A roll. Any editing operations carried out on this track, which cause the length of a clip to change or which cause clips to be inserted or deleted, will result in all clips to the right of the edit point moving to the left or right to accommodate the change. This is known as rippling. Tracks above track 1 are intended for what's known as B-roll. These are clips placed on top of the main track to enhance the story by illustrating what's being said, displaying graphics, titles, etc. Resizing and deleting clips, etc. on B-roll tracks will not cause rippling to occur. A clip's video and audio tracks are combined into a single track, but audio-only tracks like sound effects, music, narration, etc. appear beneath track 1. Controls in the upper left of the timeline let you turn rippling on or off for track 1, enable or disable dynamic trim mode, split a clip, add markers, or open the keyframes panel at the bottom of the timeline. Media can be imported into the media pool by right-clicking in the media pool and selecting Import Media from the menu, or by clicking the Import Media button in the upper left. Select one or more media files to import. To select multiple files, hold down the Command key, Control key in Windows while selecting files. If you have media arranged in folders on your storage device and would like to preserve that arrangement in the media pool, click the Import Folder button. Select a folder to import. The entire folder structure, along with all media files, will be imported into the media pool. To navigate the bin structure, use the bin list drop-down in the upper left. You can also click a bin in the bin path underneath the toolbar. Use the search field to locate clips in the current bin based on clip name. To remove a media file or clip from the media pool, select it and press the Delete key. Multiple clips can be removed by holding down Command, Control, and Windows while selecting the clips. The clips are only removed from the media pool. They are not deleted from your storage device. To create a bin, either right-click in the media pool and select New Bin, or select New Bin from the File menu. You can also use the bin list drop-down. First, select the bin you'd like the new bin to be created in, and then select Add Bin at the bottom. To move a clip into another bin, just drag and drop it onto the bin. To move a clip contained in a sub-bin into another bin, first right-click on the bin containing the clip and select Open as New Window. Now drag the clip into another bin. Double-clicking a bin opens it. A bin can be removed by selecting it and pressing the Delete key. A timeline is created automatically when a clip is dragged from the media pool into the timeline. You can also right-click in the media pool and select Create New Timeline. To quickly change a timeline's resolution, use the Timeline Resolution button in the upper right of the viewer. To change other timeline attributes such as frame rate, right-click on the timeline in the media pool and select Timeline Settings. If a project has multiple timelines, you can switch between them using the drop-down menu at the top of the viewer. To add an audio, video, or subtitle track, click the Timeline Actions button and select the appropriate option from the menu. Simply dragging a clip into an empty area above or below an existing track will create a new track as well. To delete a track, right-click over the track header and select Delete Track. If you'll be changing a project's aspect ratio, you can easily see what part of a frame will be included and excluded by the new aspect ratio by using the Safe Area drop-down in the upper right of the viewer. To toggle the safe area off, click the button on the toolbar. Fusion effects and color grades can slow down playback performance. To speed up performance, click the Bypass Color Grades in Fusion button. Right-clicking on the button displays a menu, providing more refined control over what's bypassed. Now let's go over basic editing operations available in the Cut page. Typically, you won't use an entire clip in the media pool, only a portion of it. This is where in and out points come in. To set in and out points, first load the media pool clip into the viewer by clicking on it. You may have to double-click to load it. Play the clip or grab the playhead and scrub through the clip until you get to the beginning of the part to be included. To set the in point, press I on the keyboard or drag the in handle. To set the out point, play or scrub through the clip to the end of the range you'd like to include and press O on the keyboard or drag the out handle. Now, whatever editing operation you use to add the clip to the timeline, only the portion between the in and out points will be added. In and out points can be cleared by pressing Option X or Alt X in Windows. Clips can be added to the timeline by dragging and dropping or by use of editing command buttons. To add a clip at the beginning of the timeline, drag it into the black area to the left of the first clip. Or move the playhead to the beginning of the timeline and press the Smart Insert button at the bottom of the media pool. The existing clips will be rippled or moved to the right to make room. When using the Smart Insert button, the clip will be inserted at the edit point nearest the playhead. To add a clip to the end of the timeline, drag it to the empty area to the right of the last clip, or press the Append button. To replace an existing clip in the timeline with another one, drag the new clip over it. When the entire clip is highlighted, release the mouse, or press the Ripple Overwrite button. The original clip is replaced, and all clips to the right are rippled to accommodate the new clip. When using the Ripple Overwrite button, the clip under the playhead will be replaced. To perform an overwrite without rippling, drag a clip over a clip in the timeline and wait until the timeline clip is no longer highlighted, then release the mouse. The portion of the timeline covered by the new clip is overwritten. No rippling occurs. To quickly add a close-up at the playhead position, click the Close-Up button. For more control, set in and out points outlining the frames where the close-up is to begin and end before pressing the Close-Up button. Alternatively, only set an in point on the frame the close-up is to begin. Or just set an out point on the frame where the close-up is to end. To place a clip on top of another track, drag it and place it on top, or click the Place on Top button. If no in and or out points are set, the Place on Top button will place the clip at the playhead position. To perform a video-only insert, that is, only the video portion of a clip is edited into the timeline, click the Insert Video Only button. Click it again to turn it off. For an audio-only insert, click the Insert Audio Only button. Only the audio portion of a clip will be edited into the timeline. Click the button again to turn it off. To perform a roll edit, click-drag on an edit point. To perform a slip edit, click-drag on the slip handle. An edit can be quickly reviewed by pressing the / key. To perform a split edit, or J or L cut, hover the mouse over the lower audio portion of an edit point. When the musical symbol appears, click-drag the edit point to the left or right. To resize a clip with rippling, hover the mouse to the left or right of an edit point. When the mouse pointer is replaced by the ripple trim symbol, click-drag to the right or left. To resize without rippling, click the Ripple On icon on the far left of the timeline to turn it off, or hold down the Option key, Alt key in Windows while trimming. To make a cut, position the playhead on the frame where the cut is to be made and press Command B, Control B in Windows, or click the Split Clip icon. You can also right-click on the playhead handle and click the Split Clip icon. To select a clip, click on it. To select multiple clips, hold down the Command key or Control key in Windows. To select multiple sequential clips, hold down the Shift key and click on the first and last clips to be selected. To select all clips to the right of the playhead, right-click on the playhead handle and click the icon on the right side. To select all clips to the left, click on the icon on the left side. To clear a selection, click on an empty area in the timeline. To delete a clip, select it and press the Delete key. To set the audio level of a clip, click the Tools button underneath the viewer and click on the Audio button. Effects can be added to a clip by opening the Effects panel and double-clicking on an effect. Use the Effects panel in the inspector to make further adjustments. Titles can be added by opening the Titles panel. Transitions can be added via the Transitions panel. Double-clicking on a transition will add the transition to the edit point nearest the playhead. Its length can be easily changed in the timeline. More adjustments can be made in the Transition tab of the inspector. There's also a Dissolve button on the timeline toolbar. Clicking it will add a dissolve transition to the edit point nearest the playhead. To undo an edit, press Command-Z, Control-Z in Windows. This can be repeated to undo multiple actions. To play the timeline, click the Replay Controls button in the upper left of the viewer. The Q button moves the playhead to the beginning of the timeline or clip in the media pool. A red rectangle appears on the screen indicating whether it's the timeline or media pool. Run plays the clip or timeline. Dump stops replay. You can also press the space bar to start and stop playback. To play back full screen, click the full screen button in the top right of the viewer, or press P on your keyboard. Press Escape to exit full screen mode. That was a fairly detailed look at the cut page, though I did leave a lot out. For more information, check out the DaVinci Resolve reference manual accessible from the Help menu. Thank you for watching.